Greetings YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's early Friday evening and you find me northbound on the M1 at Donington Services. I've just had a bite to eat. I've fulfilled all of the work commitments for the week and I feel like I need to run away. I need to run away from the rat race. I need to find a little bit of solitude, a bit of quiet, and I'm heading to the Peak District. Now, riding along the motorway on the way here, I've been thinking to myself, what does the Peak District, the Yorkshire Dales, the Lake District, Scotland, particularly the NC 500 and Morocco have in common? There's one thing. Stick around to find out. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with lots of motorway miles. What I'm going to do is get on our way and then rejoin you once the scenery gets a bit more interesting. But as I said, I was just having a think about all those things. The Peak District, where we're heading today, the Yorkshire Dales, the Lake District, Scotland, in particular the NC 500, and then Morocco, or France, Spain, and then Morocco to be more exact. And the common denominator there will be me. So, freshly back from the Wild Atlantic Way with my son Ben, I'm off to check out the Peak District and ride some iconic roads. And been planning trips throughout the summer. In a few weeks' time, off to the Yorkshire Dales, doing a tour of the north. So we've got the Yorkshire Dales, then the Peak District. Then I'm going to go from the Peak District up around the coast of Scotland, doing the route of the NC 500. And then, once I've done that, it's going to be getting towards the end of the summer, and I'm going to head over to France, then through Spain, over the Pyrenees, and I'm going to go to Morocco and head to Marrakesh and the Atlas Mountains. And you guys are all invited. But today it's a little closer to home, checking out some iconic roads, going to camp, and just get away for it all for a weekend. Let's have it. Well, that's the motorway miles done. Got 27 miles to go till I arrive at tonight's campsite. The forecast for this weekend is supposed to be good. Blue skies and sunshine, mid-20s, but I'm heading to a grey sky. There's been specks of rain as I've been riding along. You know, traditionally every time I visit the Peak District, which isn't that often to be fair, but every time I do visit it, it's usually raining. I did read somewhere that it's the wettest part of England, I believe. I'm sure somebody will correct me there if I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm hoping that there's going to be some decent weather this weekend, because I plan to ride many iconic roads. I fancy the Snake Pass, I fancy Winnett's Pass, I fancy the Cat and Fiddle. Also, I intend to get up to the north of the Peak District National Park and ride across the moorland and some along the edge of some of the reservoirs and see if I can get away from what I imagine will be fairly busy roads. We shall see. Anyway, onwards towards the campsite. Well, already the roads have got a bit more interesting. Also, the bikes are out in force. You can't see it at the moment, but I've just had sports bike after sports bike tearing past me. Makes me look and feel very slow, but you know what, I'm very, very happy and content trundling along at a speed at which I can actually see the scenery, and I don't feel like I'm going to kill myself at any second, or anybody else for that matter. to see the valley opening up before me. Just about see it. It's not completely misty. I'm not going to let the weather spoil this weekend. Even if it rains every day, I'm going to get as many riding miles in as I can. I consider it all to be therapy, a balm against the working week. Just that need to run away from it all for a bit and enjoy the bike. I'm sure you know what I mean. So we're just entering Bakewell, which is obviously famous for its tarts. If I stop, I will indulge. It would be rude not to. But I won't be stopping tonight. I just want to get to the campsite. Get the tent up, just in case it starts raining heavier. Got a constant drizzle at the moment. It's 18 degrees here now. It was 26 when I set off from home. This is a lovely road. The campsite I've booked is a very back to basics campsite. They don't even have shower facilities. So with that in mind, I had the foresight to shower before I left home. So all I need to do is pitch the tent and either find a pub and have a pint and chill out for a bit, or go and ride somewhere else. I'm thinking I'm probably going to just chill out. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I should be turning that. It's me busy talking. Priest Cliff is where the campsite is. Well, it's lovely rolling countryside. I like that a lot. 0.4 of a mile to go. Yeah, so the campsite wasn't too expensive. £15 for the night. Presumably it's just going to be a field with probably a standpipe and a basic toilet, I guess. But that's enough. That's all I need. Just one step removed from wild camping, I suppose. Just camping in somebody's field and but paying for the privilege. Anyway, we'll soon find out, because I think we are here. End of this, and the end of this lane, I guess. Well, it smells of the country at the moment. It's quite nice down there, little settlement. That must be Priest Cliff. Very nice. Right, where is this campsite? Not up there. There we go, White Peak Camping. It is a farm. Oh, a little bit of off-road today, there you go. So where is reception? I don't know. Don't know at all if I'm in the right place actually. So I've just come onto a farm. Ah, there we go. Camper vans. Camper vans and tents. Well, I don't know where they might want me to go. Well, let's see if I get asked to move, but this is going to be home for the night. Very nice. Right, get the tent up and then I'll make a decision on what I'm going to do next. Okay, the tent's up and I've just been sorting out what I'm going to try and do tomorrow. I'm not going to go out and ride again tonight. I might go maybe a couple of miles into the next village and get a drink and a bite to eat, maybe a packet of crisps or something as exotic as that, whilst I read my book, because that would be a nice way to spend the evening. But I'll show you in this book, which is called Biker's Britain, which I've used before in the past, and it's pretty good. It has lots of interesting routes in it. I'll show you what I plan to do tomorrow. So the plan is I'm somewhere around here near Buxton, and I'm going to make my way up to Chapel and Lefrith, and then I'm going to combine several routes from this book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way up here to Glossop. Then if I flick over the page, I'm going to do this loop here, which takes in some more land, which would be nice because it would be a bit remote. I can't unfortunately do Lady Bower Reservoir or Derwent Reservoir or Howden Reservoir or the road leading into the moors here because it's shut at the weekends, which is a shame. So then I'm going to come back round to here. I will then, work my way along this road past Hope and Castleton. Now I know there's a really nice green lane going up over a hill near Castleton. I've done it before on an old Yamaha XT 660, and it was quite hairy on that, so on the GSA it would probably be a bit too much for me, so I might not do that. But what I will do is work my way along here, then head out this way, turn over yet another page to Macclesfield. I've got to find the page, bear with me. Right, to Macclesfield, and then I can go from Macclesfield to Buxton along the Cat and Fiddle, which is a very famous bikers road. And then what I will do is work my way back down towards Matlock Bath, where I will probably have fish and chips in the high street tomorrow evening. That's probably a full day's riding. That's about as organised and as planned as I can get, because it will probably change, it always does. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and see if I can get myself a pint, packet of crisps, and sit and read the novel I'm into.
I don't know, I'll go and ask her and find out for you.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Well, that was a very, very pleasant pint of beer, packet of crisps, coffee and some nuts. There's dinner for you. Right, I'm heading back to the tent now, and then I will say goodnight, but I don't think I'm going to say goodbye for the episode. We'll carry on in the morning. Right, I'm going to head to bed. There are people playing the guitar in the background, campfires, it's all very nice. And hope to get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow we will be attacking all those roads I was talking about earlier. I can't wait. Looking forward to it a lot. Right, night, sleep well. Well, good morning. It is still quite early. I've been awake since about 5. Let's see what the world's doing. Well, it's not raining, that's something at least. So what I'm going to do is use the facilities, make some breakfast, get on the road, and enjoy a day on the bike. I haven't quite woken up yet. Right, it's 7:45 and the tent is down, and it's time to be on my merry way. So I'm heading to Chapel and Lafrith, where I will pick up the road that takes me to Glossop, and from there I'm going to head out into the very northern part of the Peak District National Park, where hopefully it will be quite remote, and then coming back down from there, Snake Pass will be on the list. I'm guessing Snake Pass will be quite busy. I rode it I don't know, last autumn or something, and it was quite busy then. So now that it's summer, even more so. It's a working farm, just saw the farmer feeding the cows. Haven't left anything behind. Okay. Well, that did the job for the night. Somewhere to rest my head. Very nice pint and packet of crisps in the local pub about a mile down the road. Chance to read my book. And now I look forward to a day on the bike. What's not to love? I've just left Glossop and I should now be heading towards somewhere called Holmbridge Firth, I think. I looked at it on the map a moment ago, already forgotten. And it's out towards the moors, so I'm hoping we're going to be nice and desolate now. Scenery is certainly changing anyway. Promise of being a lovely road. In fact, there are bikes about as well, indicates that. So, usual story, I'm afraid. The GoPro has run out of battery. It lasts so little amount of time, and so I've got it on charge. I've still attached it to the front of my helmet. It just means I can't talk to you because you won't hear it. It'll just all be wind noise. But if I just show you where we are now, we're on a stunning road. And we are pretty remote. So I'm looking forward to the ride very much, and the rain seems to be keeping away for the minute. So all is well, all is good.
Foreman says it's time to go. Get your things, buddy, head on home. But home don't mean a thing to me in this land of missed opportunity. So take me down a dirt road neath a burning sky of red. Hold my hand and take me to the promised land instead of this horror in the heartland where the dreams we dreamed are dead. There should be love enough round here to share. There's a baby crying in her mama's arms. She swore to keep her warm and safe from harm. The cry of hunger is a cry of fear, and a helping hand ain't always found round here. So take me down a dirt road neath a burning sky of red. Hold my hand and take me to the promised land instead of this horror in the heartland where the dreams we dreamed are dead. I hope there's love enough round here to share. So rise up, brother, spread your wings and fly through this promised land where dreams don't die. We might feel lost, but I'm gonna find you there.
So I've just ridden that loop that was in the Bikers Britain book, searching for as much desolation as I could find, as much wilderness, and I think, to be honest, I found a little bit but not that much, and I'll probably have to accept that that's not going to be the case. This is a relatively small national park, and it's very crowded. There are lots of people and it's all quite compact. So anyway, behind me, a very nice cafe. I'm going to have some breakfast and then think about riding the Snake Pass. So I checked out the north of the national park and I'm going to have a lovely breakfast, which is now here. Nice veggie breakfast, keep me going. And then this afternoon I'm going to ride Snake Pass from Glossop and then head to the Cat and Fiddle as well. So a couple of iconic biking roads, and they're going to be in the next episode. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you after this second breakfast in the next one. Bye bye.